Hello, friends. Today we'll be looking at some AI generated memes. And we're also going to be competing in this week's AI art challenge. So get ready for a calm, collected, and cozy time. Probably a little bit longer than my tutorial videos. Let's get started, check out the workflow, and let's create some AI art together. Hey, do you know why the AI artist was in jail? Because he was framed. All right, so let's check out some of the great submissions we had for the weekly AI Art Challenge 20, which was reimagining memes. And I'll get to the winners in a minute, but here are some of the great examples here. This is fine. It's pretty good. Cute dog. We get a hands thing. Seed Bay. Oh, okay, yeah. So Salt Bay with the Seed Bay, and you have the Van Gogh flowers in the background. That's pretty cool. The distracted boyfriend, but in a sci-fi cyberpunk vibe. This is made by Uber Ninja. I'd assume this is the Fry meme. Not sure if entering competition or just setting myself up for disappointment. Well, let's check out. 7 votes. Well, are you disappointed, Rune? Are you? See what else we got. We got a rage quit here, and that's a lot of rage coming from that one. The troll face. Ooh, there's a real troll coming out of that troll face. Got some extra teeth and everything. Scary stuff. The overly attached girlfriend, and this is super creepy. With the photos on the wall and everything. Very creepy. Oh, they tell me more, but it's a robot with teeth are sunken into the neck and everything. Oh, very creepy. It says, "Oh, AI is going to take away all the artist's job." I've never heard that before. Go on. Oh, I like this one. Very nice. We got an All Your Base Are Belong to Us. That brings me back. It's a good classic one. See the original right here if you haven't seen it before, but I guess you have, since you are on the interwebs. We are running away with an old man instead of the child. We have the disaster woman. This is probably, I would assume it's Germany. This is, what's her name? Menkel? Mark Merkel? Merkel? Blah, blah. Angela Merkel. Yes, I Googled it. Shut up and eat the broccoli. Or shut up and take my money. We have Trump as Travolta. Oh, this is an old one. You mad? Haven't seen that one in a while. Ridiculous photo. Yeah, okay. Ridiculously photosynthetic guy. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Good job, John Mobius. Sadly, not only 9 votes is good, but it didn't win with 9. I like this one as well. Mainly because I like the movie. It's a great movie, that one. The TPS reports and everything. That would be great. Hydropane Cyber Herald. Is that an oil can? We got another distracted boyfriend. This is a sort of mix with a sci-fi and regular style. It's almost like you have some sort of anime and the sci-fi and then the Victorian Renaissance era. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's a cool picture anyway. We have another Everything's Fine. And another overly attached girlfriend. This one is the Vampire Bride from Mocorn. Dr. Amazing gives us another All Your Base Are Belong to Us, and it just keeps going on. Oh, we got a spider one with the Spider Kim. Yeah, it's pretty funny. And this by Rich. Sadly, only 2 votes. Another Shut Up and Take My Money, and this is a realistic version of Fry here, made by Warby. It's a lot of Futurama stuff. John Webb here has good news, everyone. Oh, this is so creepy. I can't stand looking at that anymore. Kralnor has won, I think it's 2 times now. 1, 2. You can't just make an AI meme. I just did. It's supposed to be a cat here, and now it's some sort of robot. Oh, Me Gusta. 3D version of Me Gusta. I have no idea what's going on here. This is fine. It clearly isn't. Everything is going on. I think that's the point. It's just with eyes everywhere and, oh, super creepy. And the winners this time around was first place for this one. This is fine to Adeptus. We had second place to Sep for the Neon Cats. Neon Cats? Neon? Neon. And third place to JK Joker for the distracted boyfriend. Great job, everyone. This week's challenge is Enchanted World. In this challenge, we invite you to create an artwork featuring an enchanted world of your own design. Your artwork could feature a wizard casting a spell, a magical creature roaming through a fantastical landscape, or any other magical element that you find fascinating. The choice is yours. So that's what we'll be creating today. You will be following my workflow to create this week's weekly AI art challenge. We got some great submissions already. Actually, quite a lot of them. The weekly challenge has been growing lately, and there's some great stuff going on here right now. If you want to check them out in detail, just join up in the Discord and check the weekly challenge channel. Let's get started. Oh, and since I didn't do an episode last week, we actually forgot to check Challenge 19 winners. So this time around, we had our very own train driver, Detour, win with this spacey scene. Very nice. Congratulations. And we also had second place two, actually two people, Immortal and Cookie, for the three portals here, which I also found very nice, along with Cookie's landscape scene here, where this astronaut is taking in the views. And third place to our very own Eldesia for this image right here. Again, great job, everyone. So I figured since this week is Enchanted Worlds, and since the example said it can be a wizard casting a spell, we're gonna do exactly that. I'm gonna load up my styles here. Digital oil painting, default negative. These styles you can find in the video description. They are free to use. Wizard casting a spell, magic spell, colorful lighting, lightning even. And then we're gonna run a couple of batches, maybe 8. We're just gonna do a square one this time, and we are generating. We got a couple of wizards coming in right here. They're looking fairly cool as of right now. We had a castle there, two castles. So let's see, what did we get? So I like what's going on with the circle one here. I think we're gonna play with that, or at least try and see what we get out of it. The dramatic lighting in the third one's cool, but let's go with the circular one. Gonna be the hands there messing everything up. I don't like working with hands. Well, let's try and see what we can get. Maybe we can get gloves on him. Which one was it? Let's see, this one, right? Wizard with leather gloves. We're gonna add that in. And we're gonna send that to image. And we are actually gonna use our trusty old control net for this. So we need to save this on our, I'm just saving it on my desktop so I can drag it in here. I'm going to use the tile with the tile resample. So, we're going to get too much change in the tiles if we do it like this. Well, let's try. Let's see. I'm going to go to two MCARs here. Let's start with one, see what we get. Adding this ultimate SD upscale, scale from image size 2 times. And we're trying the 4x NMKD this time. We had a lot of people saying it was a great upscale, so we're trying that one. And let's just run a test here on 0.04, or not, or rather 0.4. I might go back and not use control net because I want the hands to be changed. I want a lot of things to be changed in the image, to be honest. We will see. Either way, since we have a little higher denoising, we might get some changes in the tiling. You could counteract that with by removing the subjects up in the prompts here. Now my face is blocking the render a little bit, so I'm just gonna, there we go. Now I'm a little smaller, but I got a big ego, so I can handle that. Big shoes, big ego, small streaming face, something like that. So we actually got some consistency while keeping the image, but to be honest, we're gonna skip control net for now. This is not that kind of a video, so I'm just gonna disable this, and we're running it the old way of running image to image upscaling, which I feel you have more control over. Now we're not just upscaling, we're actually looking to create a new image. So we're gonna do this in 4 batches, I think, and we are generating. Oh, right, we need to add in the styles again because if we don't apply them, they are not saved when you do the image send to image step. Now, this is not even close, and the denoising isn't that high. So I'm gonna interrupt this. Oh, right. That's because we use the ultimate SD script. Now we're gonna let happen a little accident here with this guy having some sort of spell lightning going into this. So, I mean, That's kind of cool, but it wasn't really what I was looking for. That's because we were using the Ultimate SD upscale here. So it gave us a result that wasn't expected. Honestly, let's try that again. And just for fun, let's see what we get. When it comes to AI generation, you can have lots of happy accidents. So let's see if this is a happy accident that you can do something with. I've been told that cooking food apparently was an accident back in the the Stone Age days. They ate raw meat and someone kind of dropped the food in the fire and then they liked it. They noticed, oh, can be eaten for a longer time. It stays fresh and it tastes good. So they kept doing it. I don't know. I don't think anyone's around from those days. So this is kind of weird, but I like that we're getting four images that kind of blend together into one. I mean, obviously it looks wrong, but maybe we can play with this and get something fun out of it. So how about we try this again, but we're going to do it with a little lower denoising. So let's try this at 0.5 and we're generating again. Now this wasn't what I planned initially, and I think that's why I will continue doing it. Let's see if we can do something cool here, you and I together. I hope you're having a great day or evening or morning, whatever, wherever you are in the world. So now we got some consistency here instead. So this is more in line with the original. And I mean, while this is cool, we can save this. And if our little experiment doesn't work out, we can return to this and keep working on that. But let's try again and up the denoising. We don't want to go too wild. We just want to keep the consistency, but still get some changes in the four tiles. Like here, we're seeing the wizard turn into some kind of a mountain or a castle or something. I think we're getting closer to what we want. And when I say what we want, honestly, I'm not sure what we want, but we know we want less consistency. So again, let's try and up this. There we go. Now we're talking again. Now we're back a little bit to our first image. I would have liked it to merge a little bit more. So let's try and lower the denoising. We could also use this image. I'm going to try and lower it just a little bit more and see what we can get. I think we are getting close to something here. Let's try and use this and let's try the same thing again. Now I don't think we can upscale. We're just going to use the same scale. Let's try again. So now we have the body of a wizard here. We have the hands, which are, well, they're okayish. We have some sort of a castle as a head here. Let's take this and let's remove the upscale here now. We're just going to make this a tiny bit bigger to add a little more detail into our picture. I'm keeping the denoising at 0.55 for now. Fantasy castle in the mountains. I think we're having it a little too high denoising now because our wizard is turning back into a wizard. So I ran this again at 0.45 and now we have a little wizard here and we actually have the castle in the background but kind of merging into the wizard here. His face is kind of mushed together and everything, but let's play with this. Send this to InPaint. Actually, let's zoom in here. I'm zooming with Shift Scroll. And if you don't have this extension, go into extensions, find available, and then find the one that's called Canvas Zoom, this one. Let's start here with the face and beard. We're going to change our prompt into wizard face with a long beard. We're changing to only mask and we're actually going to lower, let's set this to maybe 800 by 800-ish. Doesn't get too big in his face there. Let's set 0.6 denoising and we're doing 4 batches of this. I hope it will be fairly quick. So we're getting some cool examples here. Some of the faces aren't really working because the composition is off because of what we played with earlier. But this one here, the second one, that actually works. So I'm gonna use that, the second. This is all broken now because of my little zoom. See, can we get that back in there? So I'll drop that in there. And then I'm gonna have a helmet in front of Fantasy Castle. Wizard helmet in front of Fantasy Castle. There we go. Oh, it kind of messes up again. Now we're out here. We're generating. Ooh, now we're talking. Getting some good stuff here. I like where this is going. There's some Neuromancer vibes in the third one here, going over the eyes. I think the first one actually keeps the helmet intact. The other ones are, kind of blending it together. I think I like that. I like what's going on in the third. The fourth is a little too intense with the eyes. It's a little too sci-fi for my tastes for this particular image. So let's go with the third one here and see if we can get this back into shape. Drop that there. All right, so maybe fix the hands. It's a big ask. Purple leather glove. I think we're gonna be happy with whatever we get here, to be honest. I'm not gonna spend too much time on the hands for this one. I don't want this to be a 50-minute video. Maybe you guys do. Maybe you just enjoy listening and watching this. Apparently, some of you do. There's about, for these weekly challenges, you are roughly about 10,000 people watching this over the course of, well, month or so ish. Seems I'm breaking this one all the time now. So let's take that one. This hand wasn't too bad. Here we go. So I'm just gonna take this hand. I'm actually gonna lower the denoising because I don't want it to change that much because it was a pretty good hand from the beginning. Now his other hand, the right hand, it looks okay now. It's just that little extra finger there that we might need to fix. But we'll leave that for the end. Got a happy little surprise for you, which is called the healing brush. So they're all fairly similar because of our low denoising. Yeah, let's go with this one. Drop that one in there. So what else we got? Maybe fix this little thingamajig up here. What is it? Some sort of ruby, magic ruby inside a yellow glowing crystal. Sparkle. See if we can get some sparkle in there. I'm not really getting a lot of sparkle, but I mean, it's better than what we started with. Actually, I'm gonna redo this. I think we need, let's up the denoising. Now let's try again. So now we're gonna, yeah, there we go. Now we're getting some more sparkle into this. That feels much better, at least the first one I saw. There we go. Yeah, they're all better. I'm gonna take the first one just like that. And maybe let's add some detailing on his chest here. Purple wizard robe, golden ornaments, and I don't know, jewels. Yeah, now we're talking. I'm liking this. Oh, we get some like a purple silk there. It's a happy little surprise every time you use Stable Diffusion. It's like Christmas. I mean, I like the jewels here, but I also like the little silk scarf hanging here. So we're gonna take that one. Where is that? There we go. Drop that in there. Do we need to fix the lower part? It's fairly okay, to be honest. Let's fix this a belt here. Golden ornamented belts. And we are generating. I love this part process, just adding detail to a composition that you like. And we're even at a fairly low resolution right now, 800 by 800. Let's get these a little bigger. So one, two, three, four. I don't know what's happening here. The first one's kind of messed up on the right side here. So we got to go with the second or the third. Gonna go with the second one there because we got a nice buckle here in the middle. That's what you call it, the middle. Throwing around all them big words today. So what else we got, eh? We have some sort of magic lantern or something down here. See if we can do something with that. Where is the sword maybe? Let's say magic sword lantern. I've never heard of that before. Let's see what the Stable Diffusion says it is. Yeah, I'm fairly happy with it. We're just getting some more detail in what was essentially already there. And with a denoising of 0.6, it isn't adding too much craziness. I think this isn't working because it's kind of stopping there. This is kind of flowing back into that shape pretty good. Yeah, so we're going to do that one, the second one. Go, there we go. So what's up next? What do we have here? Is this some sort of a pouch or something? Let's try and make this into a pouch where he keeps his magic spell powder. I don't know, kind of sus, you ask me. Spell pouch. So what's a spell pouch, you might ask? Beats me. Beats me. I don't have a clue. Think we're getting a little too modern pouches, but we'll see. It looks like a window. So here's some kind of a digital tool. Looks like a clock of some sort. Here's a window. I don't think there's supposed to be a window in the part of his leg here, but I might be mistaken. I have been before. So let's try and rerun this. Leather pouch. And we're trying again. Yeah, it's fairly okay. At least better than previously. Let's look at these lovely pouches. So here's some kind of lap pouch there with studs on it. Doesn't seem like a studs guy. Now this is something I like. We have some ornaments on the leather here. And there's an opening showing some kind of, I don't know, glow stuff. So let's try that one. Actually, if we take that and let's see if we can, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. There we go. Go out and let's have magical blue universe nebula lightning. And let's up the denoising a little bit. It's fairly high, 0.8. Let's see what happens. Kind of interesting. Also kind of round. Doesn't really vibe with the leather part there. I mean, that's okay-ish. Let's go with that one. And let's take that, drop that in there. So what do we have left to fix? I think this is fairly cool. You know what? We're going to test something new here that a user mentioned in the comments because I usually like to do an unsharp mask for when I'm finalizing images. However, if we do it before the upscaling step, we could find something interesting here. So just looking at this is before, this is after. We're introducing a lot of, well, let's call it detail. It's actually sort of contrast. But for our purposes, I think it's going to work out great. So maybe change that to 0.2 and let's save this. All right, we're back into our Stable Diffusion and I have dragged our sharpened wizard in here. I'm going to load back our prompt. So I'm going to use this step instead of the regular upscaling. We're just going to try to use ControlNet here for this step after we have sharpened the image and see if that helps at all. So we're using the tile here and the tile model as well. Again, the ultimate SD upscale, scale from image size, we're using the NMKD, and we're just doing it two times scale. And let's see here with a fairly low denoising 0.3, we get. Now I don't have a subject prompt anymore, and with a higher denoising strength, we don't want to implement more changes into each tile. So let's say if I had a wizard in our prompt here, it would try to implement the wizard in each tile if our denoising strength would be high enough. Now, maybe not at 0.3, but higher for sure. But I mean, let's see. Let's do a comparison between like 0.3 and 0.6. That's fairly high. Maybe 0.5 then. And here we go. Almost completed 99%. And our image is fairly good. Saving it on my desktop there. And let's run it back, but with a higher denoising. Let's do 0.55. You might be implementing too much change now, but I guess we'll see. Without the subject here, maybe it'll work. People in the comments said they were having a good luck with it, if luck is a factor. I would assume it's mostly skill. And if you're watching my videos and commenting, I'm sure you're pretty skillful, or you wouldn't be here. I wonder what type of spell he is casting here. Any guesses in the comments? He's conjuring some sort of a circle, maybe a portal, maybe he's looking into the future or past, maybe it's a summoning thing. My guess is as good as yours. Maybe it's just painting letters in the sky. Or maybe it's sending party invites. That'd be something, right? So this is what was it, 0.5? 0.55. So let's save this one. I'm gonna put them up together here. This is 0.50, no, 0.3 and 0.55. I want that one there. And now they're roughly the same size. I mean, from this range, it's hard to see. Maybe the 55 is a little better. It looks a little crisper at least. Let's zoom in. Let's give it, here's 100%. Looks like the skin has more detail, at least in the right one. This Yule here feels much better. Let's go in even further. Now, this is far beyond, let's see, 235, 235, 235. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. I like where it's going. So maybe I'll start upscaling this way now. Detail is fairly good. Here, this is new. I like this. Very cool. I think I'm fairly happy with this, and it even fixed our little finger up here. So I think this time around, we're not going to send it into Photoshop for final touches. It's fairly sharp, and I mean, we could make the colors pop a little bit, but we'll leave that for next time. I'm fairly happy with this, and I'm happy with how the new settings for the upscale worked out. So what we did was we had a sharpen step, and then we upscaled like we did in the Control Natanz video, but we removed the subject prompts here and raised the denoising strength. So that was the main changes. Let's head into Discord and plug this up as our submission for this week's challenge. New post and tag it challenge 21. Where's the image? There you are. It's called Wizard of the Video. Hello friends, I hope you had fun watching this video. Let me know in the comments what you thought and if you want more of these AI art challenge workflow videos. As always, have a good one. See ya.